Conflict is a struggle between two or more opposing forces. So when we take a look at conflict, we can be talking about external conflict or internal conflict, which we will take a look at in just a moment. But on Freytag's pyramid, conflict addresses three of the major points of Freytag's. So we're looking at the exciting force, also called the inciting incident or the inciting moment. That's where the problem starts, where the opponents meet each other, where the character is faced with a question, or where the character first becomes stranded on an island, wherever the problem would start. This builds to our climax, where the character is face to face with his or her issues. And that climax will eventually lead us to the resolution, where the problem is no more. Perhaps that means one of the characters died, or the character made the decision they had to make, or a truce or compromise was reached, but the problem no longer exists, and that leads us to a resolution. Now, we do have two major types of conflict. We have external conflicts and internal conflicts. External conflict means the character has no control over whatever he or she is fighting against. We label these as person versus something else. So person versus society, person versus nature, person versus God, person versus technology, whatever it is, something that the character cannot control, and the character is struggling with that. Alternately, we have internal conflicts. And in internal conflicts, the character has to make a decision. That's the angel and demon on a character's shoulder, deciding which way to go. Sometimes internal conflicts can lead to external conflicts or vice versa. A character being frustrated with a situation might lead to an external conflict when they yell at a friend. So we've got these two major types of conflict. Once we have this conception going on, then we take a look at the full Freytag's pyramid. And after we're introduced to the story, we have our exciting force. It builds to our climax, and then it falls into place in our resolution, or maybe it falls apart if it's a tragedy. And we get to a resolution where the problem is no more. So when we're analyzing conflict, we should be hearing words like external conflict, internal conflict, or any of the details of those, person versus person, person versus self. We should also be hearing words like exciting force or inciting incident or inciting moment, climax, and resolution. So when we're analyzing conflict, we can't just say, here's a problem. We want to know how it fits into Freytag's pyramid and also the details of that conflict or the details of that problem.